I wake up in the night to a cold sweat and the fear that perhaps I didn't make the right moves yet. To use a waiver, would it be braver to hold out for more and call this guy the savior? The 5-4 line, been on the wrong and the right side. When the stats down, you gotta look to the bright side. And when the stats up, you better not slip. 11 other teams just hoping you will trip up. GFL, the greatest in the world, yes. #1 pick, you got the world at your doorstep. Take a bad trade, it gon' be met with a protest. The profesh poised with the polish of a pro step. Believe the hype. Yeah, fantasy game got me feeling like the spice of life. Give me the spice tonight with Sean Curry and Mike.
Oh, we're live, Michael. We're back. Curry Spice is back, and we're looking to increase our production.
Yeah, we've got some new gadgets.
Yeah, I've brought everything I've got on this new MacBook, so looking forward to it.
It's going to be new editing. It's going to be new.
Mate,
the whole thing's just going to.
We're going to give the people what they want. We're going to lift it. Sorry about the background, though. It's not the greatest, but it's the quality that counts. The content.
We're gonna have to change the background.
I'm going to add stuff anyway. We're going to see like our names and stuff. It'll be sick. Anyway, let's go to. We'll normally go to the
standings.
The standings. So Jeremy Nelson is on top, and it's a 2-horse race, Michael. It's Joel and Jeremy at the moment. Joel, they'll be whining and dining, talking across the moon. Hey man, how's your team going? We're the best. We're the best 2 teams. Oh yeah, man. Yeah, my boys.
Their heads.
Their heads.
Their heads will be.
But they are going pretty good, and they are doing well. So.
And they both had wins this week.
Gavin goes to 3rd.
Jumps me.
Yeah, on a 5-4 win. You slipped to 4th with one of your bigger losses for the year, Michael.
Yeah, we can go on about that later, which I think is a
go down on the screen for me, mate. Basketball jumps 7th to 5th, so he's inside the 6th.
And I got him next week, so that'll be interesting to talk about
this
later.
Week now or the week after?
The week
now.
Yeah.
Wow. And I am pretty happy. I stayed 6th despite a loss. Only lost by a category, but Toby had a substantial loss there that threw him down about 4 spots. 3 or 4 spots. Running down the ladder, Luke's 8th, Willow's 9th, Downing's 10th. Nice win, Downing. Benno's 11th, and Josh is 12th after another loss there. So
5-3 though, so
5-3-1. So it's an improvement. All right, man. I reckon you got to load up the first matchup for us. We're going to have a little bit of a talk about yourself versus Jeremy. And Jeremy, my boys, is going to be very happy with his victory.
I think if he was sitting in this chair and I was at home like he is, he'd probably talk about this matchup for a good couple of hours.
Yeah.
I think the only good thing from my team was Damian Lillard's dunk over 2 Lakers players. That's all my team did. That was it. Just that dunk. The rest is just a complete tumult.
Looking at it, you shot 39%.
I had really bad games from Parsons. Butler was a lot quieter. Taj Gibson was a lot quieter. DeRozan was supposed to be back. And now Dwayne Casey's been a bastard.
Wow, Kemba Walker had 121 points. Wow.
Al Jeff's still out. John Wall was semi-okay, but not as good as what he has been in previous weeks. And let's go to Nelson. I don't even want to talk about my team. They were rubbish. They were just absolutely putrid.
Nelson had a best player, Kemba Walker, by a mile.
Yeah. Al Jefferson out and Kemba Walker.
Kemba
Walker shoots over 50% in a couple of games. Oh, he shot 50 for the match.
Davis was very efficient with his percentages, but he didn't do a whole lot ridiculous. Only 8 blocks for the week.
Yeah, he had a quiet week. There was a couple of games where he was sort of he got some.
Danny Green had 8 threes.
Sullinger's first week for him after he's moved in.
Pretty good week from Sullinger. Probably in his top 4 best players. And he's still got LeBron James, mate, to come back and hassle you later on in the year.
No Josh Smith, Greg Munro just doing his thing. Yeah, that works out well for him.
Well, mate.
Should we look at the categories?
Shall we?
Yeah. Last day of the matchup, I just dropped everybody because Bosch wasn't going to get the steel cat back for him, and if I had played even just John Wall, I would have nearly lost. Yeah, I would have nearly lost turnovers just from John Wall's 8 turnover game on the last day of the matchup. Rebounds got flogged. So I've got a couple of rebounding players on my team, guys. So if you're in the trade office and you're looking for some rebounds, I'm looking for some more guard stats. So hit me up.
I'm looking for anything in general. I like to look.
Mate, another trade.
Oh, we'll get to that.
Yeah. Anyway, digress. Got two players on my team that wrecked my foul shooting.
Who's that?
Evan Turner. And
Why'd you drop him or something? Like?
Nah,
he shot 26% field goal, mate, and 50%.
The field goal doesn't matter.
What's he done? He gets a.
Mate, look at that.
That's
That's
pretty
LeBron
shit.
James.
It's not that good. His assists are good.
I'm bad in field goals, so I'm okay to ride that. But his foul shots, I might need to move him on if he keeps shooting this bad from the foul line.
Mate, let's go to the next matchup.
Which he gets there enough. But yeah, anyway, well done, Nelson, and hopefully I can beat you later on in the season. But we'll see.
Get to the next matchup, mate. 7-2. Joel's just from America, winning from afar.
And he's still making moves.
Crossing
as well.
with Jordan.
He's still adding players and dropping players.
Wow, so we better talk about it. Yeah, Toby's just a little bit outgunned here. I mean, the categories weren't exactly... Joel's got a lot of categories go his way here.
Yeah.
But not by a massive margin. So, I mean, Toby's Kobe Bryant not playing this week's obviously hurt him in the points category badly. Could have won a category there.
Talk that he's going to be shut down. Kobe, shutting down.
Well, come sit down with me and Mallow. You know, we're shutting down early as well. So, yeah. I reckon I'll get a few games out of Mallow.
So, looking at the rebounds were sort of close.
All right.
Anyway.
So James Harden's pretty much, along with Mike Conley, his best players for the week for Joel. Draymond Green continues to do a 9-category job, except for his field goals this week and free throw. Don't know what happened there, but it gives you normally a big spread.
Remind me later. I need to pull up the ranks for the ranks for
that on my seat
for the week because I haven't got that tab up. I forgot.
Yeah.
Deron Williams. What do you think about that?
What?
Still, one rebound for the week.
Yeah, he hurt himself.
Yeah.
He didn't play. Hard to score when you don't play.
I was saying at the start of the season that he was taking on too many older guys.
Mate,
one's dropped.
The guy's about 40 categories ahead in second place.
I'll catch him. Anyway, he picked up Ilyasova again. He's holding Robin Lopez. He keeps getting production out of Covington. So he'd be happy with that, picking him up three or 4 weeks ago.
Yeah, that's a good week from Covington. 9 steals as well. That's great.
And
great pickup.
And the coaches just come out with
Covington got a waiver of a week for him, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. And the good thing is that coaches actually praised Covington, saying that they need more players like him. So the coach's boy. James Harden, fantastic. Anyway, we haven't said anything about Toby.
Well, that's what we can see.
He picked up Hickson. Can he be waiver of the week?
Derrick Rose got injured. Kobe Bryant might shut down.
George Hill
isn't playing. So he's still got...
Jeff Green's been traded.
So he didn't play.
He didn't really have value when he was at Boston. And with Rondo being traded, his production's gone down, and now he's gone to Memphis, who are third slowest team in the league. So he's gone from a high intensity, just running back and forwards, getting stats. Now he's going to be third or fourth player. So it will be interesting to see if he gets dropped. Darren Collison.
I like him.
He ruined my bet last week. Just crushed me.
It's good.
Every time OKC looked like they were going to get back into it, he just crushed me. So, get stuff, Collison.
All right, mate. let's go to the next matchup, man. We're not rushing. We're dawdling.
Sounds like you're rushing me.
Death and Taxes gets a win over the bottom team, Josh, 5-3. Categories were pretty much set besides rebounds and, wow, turnovers drew. So, I mean, Josh could have almost got another category there. But Death and Taxes, Luke bounces back this week behind strong play. Just make sure you scroll down a bit. Nowitzki's hanging in there, he's playing most games. He's obviously his team's changed a bit. He made a trade during the week, so some players' stats aren't full. Durant's easing his way into it. He had 70 points. Probably still give Hayward his best player of the week, Gordon Hayward.
Yeah.
Just his overall production. He assisted very well and stole well, scored and rebounded still. So, what do you reckon?
Spade's been held up by a gun.
Fuck. Yeah. Where was Batman for that one? Held up by... Imagine that in AFL.
Because they wanted his gold chains or something.
Oh, Dave Swan's late to the game because he's being held up. Gunpoint. Can't make it to the game. Fuck. America's fucked with that shit. Yeah.
Anyway,
Steph Curry had 31 assists for Josh, which is pretty nice. But again, you know, you got Wilson Chandler who missed a game or two. Ginobili missed a game or two. I mean, apart from that, he had... How's Josh Pau Gasol? Did he have like 45, 44 points or something? He had a 9-block game.
Look at that.
The other week.
Look at that week from him.
Yeah, Gasol's fucking killing it.
Just go on, turn back the clock.
He's his best player besides Steph. Yeah. Anything last you want to say about that matchup?
Oh, Wilson Chandler hurts.
Mentioned that.
Knee.
Injured.
Yeah. Dragic could be traded to Houston, I hear.
Could be, but just a rumour. I suppose a lot of the rumours have been coming true though the last couple of weeks, so it must hold some merit.
A lot of things have been happening in the real life.
Based on your Roto Bible, Michael.
That's right.
Keeping you informed.
Smith World. Anyway, the only one I don't really like on Luke's team is Lynn.
Yeah, but he still had not a bad week.
Yeah.
Somehow, Jeremy Lin.
56% foul shooting though.
No, it's not good.
Anyway, he's getting your threes, so that's alright. Move on.
Yeah, man. Yep. Yeah, so fuck. I lost the game
last week.
5-4. I lost the game on 7 steals. And I mean, Gavin, I think, had a league high 58 steals. I had 51 steals, which would have won me the category most, 8, 9 times out of 10. So Gavin's done pretty well here. Yeah, I probably was a victim of my own success. I didn't have as much room to rotate the waivers. And unfortunately, I made a losing decision in holding and picking Mario Chalmers. I could have had, a Tony Allen or someone to help produce steals for me, and I feel
he's in a massive slump, isn't he, Chalmers?
I got him back, and he had like a subpar game that held him. He only had a 2-game week, and that waiver slot I only used 3. I used 3 ads in the end, but I had an ad spare. Yeah, really disappointed because I felt like I could have won this matchup. But Gavin played well, and he's got his categories nice and sorted as well. So let's not beat around the bush. Field goals, rebounds, blocks, steals, and he's probably going to get 3s on most occasions.
Had 11 blocks, man.
Yeah. So he had. Another thing I want to point out that I mentioned briefly on Facebook was that teams normally fire their best shot against me. And that was definitely the case this week. I think
it always happens. It always happens.
I don't know what I do. Apart from the Josh matchup, every matchup. Look at Gavin, for example. What do you have, Gav? 24 blocks last week?
55.
What do you have here?
54.
Okay, Gav, tell me how many steals you had last week. I don't have the number, but I reckon it'll be about 15, 20 more this week. I mean, it's just amazing
They just get geared up for you.
Fuck! Like, yeah, it's amazing. I mean, 100 turnovers I had as well. You know, so abnormally.
And he's just, you know, rebounds.
Gavin.
303. He loves
303 rebounds, Gavin.
It's enough. Enough is enough.
Come on, mate.
Settle.
Now, his best player, he had an even spread, I thought. I thought...
Next matchup. You're talking too long.
I don't even know who his best player is, to be honest. Trevor Ariza, definitely, I'd give it to. Because why? Because he had 14 fucking steals. That's why. And I lost by 7. So figure that.
15 threes from Corver.
Yeah.
Mozgov seems to have done alright in his couple of first games with Cleveland.
Yeah. Anyhow, next matchup. I'm happy to move on.
And Shabazz Muhammad out for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got a better week out of Ibaka instead of the 1 block or 0.
Yeah, he got 11 against me.
Yeah. Had 0 last week.
Fucker. Fuck. It's crazy.
Next matchup.
Benno's Ballers versus Barnsketball. 6'2 Barnes. So he's in the winnings way and he's in the top 6. Not only that, he's 5th.
Can Ben take... Did Ben kill someone? Like in a past life?
Well, what's wrong?
This week Giannis got benched. 15 minutes, 1 game.
Well,
Benched.
We said before the year, mate, that he's played his team's a keeper league. Marcus Smart.
No, but why is Jason Kidd benching Giannis?
Shut up and let's go through this team. Marcus Smart, young. McDaniels, young. Tony Roden. Is he young?
24?
24 or something?
I don't know.
Don't know anything about Jay Crowder, don't care. Waiver player. Deang, young. Doing pretty good though, but young. Giannis, young. Drummond, young. Gortat, got him in a trade for some experience. Payton, young. Rondo, either in... Fuck, that's a shit week from Rondo. Rubio...
16%.
That's shit. That is shit. Rubio, not playing. Deng, got him off the waiver wire, so he didn't draft him. Ty Lawson, got him in a trade, didn't draft him. Stephen Adams, young. Jared Dudley, waiver player. Whole team's young.
What does he do?
I don't know. But I'm playing this week, and that will help because Rubio will come back. So, mark it. Rubio will come back playing Sean Curry. Rubio's coming back this week.
And Rondo will average a triple double and shoot over 50%.
Oh no, it's crazy.
Guaranteed.
It's fucking crazy.
Anyway, let's talk about Nick. Nick's slowly, he's 5th and he's just behind me, and I'm scared.
Yeah,
I'm scared.
It's tough because you've got another contender in the top 6 now. He's got a good team when everyone's playing. I mean, Blake Griffin had a big week. Even hit a 3.
He's still
a lot of guards. Trey Burke had a good week.
Yeah, I'm liking.
He picked up your boy Brandon Wright, who had a great game, 7 points and 2 rebounds. So that's
15 minutes though, and that's his first game. I reckon he'll get 25 minutes.
Hassan Whiteside. Oh my god. Wow. Wow, what a gun.
He's shooting better foul shots than some of my guards.
Hassan Whiteside's gun.
And nearly 80% field goal. And getting your blocks.
LeBron James, what have you done? We have Whiteside and we would have had Gasol. Fuck! It would have been over. We would have the best team ever. Whiteside is a gun. Oh, next matchup, mate.
Oh, you're not even going to talk about his categories.
We talked about him at the start.
Did we?
Yeah.
Or did we? I
don't think we did.
Over. No, I don't think we
did. It's pretty close. Blocks drew. Apart from that, 3s were 4. So
Ben's not happy. Roten had a lot of 3s last week when he had no chance of winning. He had a chance to win, and he shot, 2 out of 20 shots he put up?
Yeah, 22 threes. Ain't gonna
Josh Smith.
Good week from him there.
Well, he shot over 50%, but yeah, 37% foul shots. Sanders. In, out, depression. At least he got Henson.
Mate,
at least he picked up
Larry
Henson.
Sanders, mate. Pretty much the world revolves around money. I mean, at the end of the day, whether you agree or disagree, I mean, you can't eat without buying something. You can't do much without purchasing, So, whether you like it or not, the world revolves around money. this cunt Larry Sanders is making, what, $11 million a year? What's he making?
Well, all of that's gone on weed, though.
Mate,
So if he gives up his NBA contract and they don't pay him,
What?
he walks out,
Larry,
he's not going to be able to buy
Larry
his weed
said-
anymore.
what is the problem, mate? What? I don't want to hang around people that just like basketball, he said. Mate, you're in the NBA. You're in the freaking NBA. There's a chance basketball might be a topic on a daily basis.
We give up our time here on the Spice for free.
Larry Sanders, pull your head in. Pull your head in and just... I reckon he needs to go through what the Americans do to the Afghanis with that water bucket treatment. Dunk his head in water, pull it out. Dunk his head in water, pull it out. He needs to be tortured. He needs to be tortured for that. What he's done, he has to be reported to the Bucks organisation and be put through a torture process for 2 or 3 hours.
What a waste of 44 mil.
What a waste. What about the investors? What about the investors that are investing in you, Larry Sanders? Fuck that guy, because he stuffed me out last year as well. Change this matchup, mate. Is 15 minutes long enough on a matchup for you, Michael? 15 minutes? Am I rushing?
Nah, it's all good. I like that.
Right.
We've got to do that for all the matchups, mate. Your next session is until 12.
Downing's team and Mother of Willows. Downing, you've won. You've won. You wanted to win. You've won it.
You've done it.
Willow's made a lot of moves lately. He's probably been more active than me. Or actually, how can he be more? I'm in every deal, so we're as active as each other. But it's been reasonably close. Willow's done well to hold on to assists by 5, but then Downing's won steals by 2, turnovers by 5, and blocks by 9. So this is one of your closer
Close
matchups. 3s by 7 to Willow as well. So there's categories everywhere here that could have gone either way on any random big performances from an individual player. Cantor came back for Willow, so he'd be happy with that.
Dan would be liking the Sanders debacle because he's got Zaza Pachulia.
14 blocks from Alex Lamb.
When?
Damn. Yeah, so for Downing, I mean,
And 18 from Gobert.
DeMarcus is just not happy at the moment.
Nah.
And why would you be happy when the Sacramento Kings are fucking, don't know, clueless? Oh, who's the fucking 85-year-old guy who's got 25% shares in Sacramento Kings saying, oh, I want them to play faster. Fuck! You don't sack the coach that DeMarcus Cousins likes. That's poor management, man. Poor. He might not stay now, although he signed about a 7-year deal. Kyrie Irving, best player for the week.
Yes. Rudy Gay also had a really good week.
Yeah. I'd go Irving.
Yeah, I would go Irving. Gobert 30-30-18 with 6 steals. 6 steals. 6 steals.
Where is this? Oh, yeah, the bottom line.
Bottom line, yeah.
Mate, Gobert's had 18 blocks.
And what did he do with him?
Wow.
He had a 7-block game against OKC.
Yeah.
He had 5 against Chicago.
Because fucking Kendrick Perkins was probably putting up a few shots.
Yeah. Just finger wag. Just the Kembe, mate.
Follows had a big week.
Yes. Well, that helps when you've got Wilson Chandler out. Do you reckon Willow will be happy with Wesley Matthews his first week?
Yeah. I reckon that's a good week for Wesley Matthews. I like Wesley Matthews. He's a good player. Can't remember the exact deal that we'll go over later, I guess. But yeah, good. His problems there are just, Wesley Johnson missed a few games and he's actually been playing pretty good.
It's got Kevin Martin's back this week apparently.
Kyrie Leonard and Kevin Martin. So Willow's going to get better quickly, hopefully, with those players returning. One can only imagine if one team picked up off the waiver wire Alex Len, Gobert, Nurkic, and Whiteside.
And Covington.
Well, he can't block, but imagine if you had those 4. You've basically got your whole bigs done.
Done.
Like,
who needs a Barker?
You wouldn't need any big of any value from the draft. Wow, that'd be amazing. Next matchup, man.
That's it.
Wow. All right, we're going to take a break, and we're going to come back. Well, actually, we're going to come back straight into our waiver of the week, Michael.
Yes.
So you're going to head the way there and give us who you think is waiver of the week. We'll talk about that. All right, boys, we're back.
So there wasn't a lot of to choose from in terms of wave of the week. Hickson had a good week.
Yep.
Didn't really help the matchup, so I can't give it to him. Evan Turner's putrid in a few things, so I can't give it to him. So I'm going to give it to Joel's boy, Gerald Henderson.
What do you get?
Gerald.
Whoa, he had a good week.
Yeah. So he was ranked 112th on the week. He was getting 33 minutes a game. He won me some money as well, so that's always handy. Nearly shot 50% field goal, 76% foul shots, 17 points, 4.5 rebounds, 5 assists, nearly a block, and 2.5 turnovers.
Yeah, he's wave of the week, mate. No doubt about that. Well done, Joel. He's had a couple of wave of the weeks now.
And I also think I was looking at it yesterday that if he didn't have Henderson, the points may have swung the other way, and it would have affected the matchup a little bit. So, yeah, well done, Joel. Great to get that, especially overseas when you probably can't manage your team the way you probably used to. So, well done, Joel.
Well done, mate.
So, we'll go to
Top 10 players of the week.
Yeah, top 10 of the week. So, Curry. Like we said last week, Curry's just in that top 3 every week. I don't think Josh will ever move him, but we'll talk about his stats. 50% FG, 100% foul shots, 2.7 threes, 21 points, 4.3 rebounds, 10 assists, and 3.3 steals.
Oh, it's pretty
That's
big, isn't it?
brilliant.
It's a massive week.
Won't really talk about Austin Day. He had one game and blew up. He's second just because of that one game. So he had 4 threes, 22 points, but let's not even talk about him because that's sort of a nothing.
My boy, Klay Thompson, third.
You'd be happy with that?
Yeah, big boy. He had 27.7 points and he had 4.3 threes a game on really good field goal and free throw, 93% free throw.
And getting there 5 times, getting to the line 5 times.
Kemba Walker comes in at 4th, so he's had a big month now. He had a 30-point average as well, so some big games with Al Jefferson missing. And the surprise packet...
Can you talk about this guy? Can you talk about him? Just again, like...
Hassan Whiteside, 5th for the week. Fathom that. 16.5 points, 12 rebounds, 3 blocks of steal, 75% free throw, 79% field goal. Hassan Whiteside is the real deal. He ain't going anywhere.
Getting minutes.
He's getting minutes. And then Spoelstra... Oh, Nick, don't worry. Spoelstra is about 4 weeks behind schedule, so Whiteside should start in about a month. So... Don't worry.
What's he going to do when he starts, though?
Oh, he's going to explode, man. Whiteside's going to explode. Like, when Spoelstra figures it out, because the public can figure it out, but he can't. You've got to give Haslam his minutes. Got to give Birdman. He gets drunk at every club to 4 a.m. before a game. Let's play him 37 minutes. Why not? Start him and play him 36 minutes a game. I see Chris Anderson running up the court. I know he can't breathe. I can see it. He's mate.
Might need a personal trainer, Sean.
No! Spoelstra's killing him. And Anderson's killing himself by fucking going to the strippers at 4 a.m. every night. Chris Paul got 6, so he's been pretty good. Anthony Davis 7th. DeMarcus Cousins 8th. I thought he had a bad week, but by those averages, they look pretty good.
And Monroe.
Sorry, DeMarcus had a good week. Downing forgot to rotate DeMarcus into a game. That's right. And Downing won anyway. But that's why when we were going over the stats, DeMarcus' stats wouldn't have looked as good. I just remembered that information.
Oh.
That's right.
Rotating players.
Yeah, that got me on New Year's.
That got you last. Oh.
Yeah. I won.
I did that once last season and it hurts. It really does hurt.
And I think DeMarcus had like 30-17 games or something.
Oh.
Monroe's 9th and Jeff Teague's 10th. So that's good. All right, mate.
So
lead us into the next segment.
The next segment. Comment of the week.
Illuminati. Comment of the week goes. Who are we going with? Comes in from a guy called David Wilson on the 8th of January. He said this: "Nothing like driving home from work, plugging yay old iPhone into the stereo system and listening to the Curry Spice on high volume while I drive home for 40 odd minutes. Great work, boys. Huge effort. Much appreciated."
Then the hashtag. You gotta.
And the hashtag is Mike sitting on yellow page.
Because I'm the same height as you, mate. I'm actually taller than you.
If I sit up, I don't fit into the camera, guys.
He's just a sloucher. I'm sitting up and he's sitting back.
What's Chris Bosh's movie? Tall. What's his Chris Bosh's movie that he's in? Tall something?
Jurassic Park.
No. Chris Bosh is actually in a film, mate.
Is he?
Yeah. Tall something. Tall. I don't know. Yeah, that's me. I don't fit in the camera.
So yeah, that's really good that people are actually listening to us on the radio, mate. Maybe we can speak to Triple J.
Yeah.
Get us a gig.
Maybe.
Get us a
They
gig.
might give us a gig, mate. They just might.
Might be able to then give Nick's old band a plug. Rainbow Massacre.
Good. Alright, next segment. Maybe? Trades of the week.
Oh!
What are you doing?
Getting it up.
So trades.
Getting the thing up, not actually getting it up.
There's a few trades this week, I think, Michael.
There is. So let me just get onto it.
I'll let you go to the transactions page. Okay, so we're going to go from the start.
Where do we start? It was the fifth start. We talked about that last
Did we do
match.
the LeBron one?
We did. Yeah, we did.
So there's two trades this week.
Two trades.
So we had 3 trades this week.
No,
two. Dwayne Wade and Al Horford went to Luke's side, and Brandon Knight and Kawhi Leonard went to Willow's side.
I like that. If Leonard can actually get out of the medical room, that's really good. That's really good. Brandon Knight he's the only Bucks player that just does what he does every night. I like Brandon.
I think it's a fair trade. Firstly, I like the trade for both. I mean, the main obvious thing is Kawhi Leonard's injury concern. And then you look at Dwayne Wade, the player that you think would be missing more games is actually playing more games. So it just goes to show fantasy basketball is pretty unpredictable. Mate, Leonard, you jarred your finger, mate. I mean, no, you're not an alien. You don't have some unknown injury that the world can't predict or, deal with. Probably try and play a game of basketball, mate, and see how you feel, rather than rule yourself out for 6 months. How do you even know you can't play, mate? You wouldn't know, mate. So he's a bit soft, I reckon.
You reckon?
But when he comes back, he'll be pretty good as well.
Bit soft. You're calling Leonard soft.
Kawhi Leonard is soft.
MVP of finals.
Oh, wow. So we're talking about another player that had a good series against Miami Heat that doesn't do a great deal against everyone else for the majority. Leonard, Roy Hibbert, Jeff Green, quite a few players that have good series against Miami and then does nothing during the year. Period. Now, Kawhi Leonard's a good player, but let's just be honest, he's soft, Michael.
You reckon?
Are you kidding me? He jarred his finger. You got a little.
Is it on his shooting hand?
I don't know. Does he shoot? Can he shoot anyway?
Well, you try having a stuffed finger and trying to dunk the ball.
Wait, I've got a stuffed finger. My finger is. Which one? My finger is. Yeah, on the camera it's like reverse. I'm looking at this one.
It's fixed itself.
Yeah.
Shit.
I was like, fuck. Yeah, mate. Yeah, footy. You get stuffed fingers all the time, mate. Basketball's weird. Weird would be the word.
Yeah.
All right.
So then your trade.
Yes. Joking.
Cut my
CJ
lunch.
Miles for Nick Young.
Cut my lunch, mate.
What do you mean?
In talks about Gerald Green, and then bang. And then talk to Toby again. He's like, Gerald Green's gone.
No wonder he sat on it or waited to make a decision, mate. No, I reckon Toby's done pretty good here.
He's finally traded. Toby has finally traded. Is he the most difficult manager to deal with on trades?
Mate, there's a lot of people that I haven't traded with yet. So it's hard to say.
He's fun to deal with. Like, it's not that he gives you.
But you're a little bit. Are you a little bit bitter on the deal that didn't go through for you, mate?
No. But you'll talk to him about a deal. You'll seem keen.
Oh,
You go,
around here.
just have a look, and then all of a sudden his opinion just flips like that, and it's like, nah, not happening.
Yeah. I will say this. We'll have a deal kind of set. We're almost there, and then it's just like suddenly it's gone from a 1 for 1 or a 2 for 2 to a 3 for 4 players. An extra 2 players just
Come in.
We'll do it, but we'll just add these. We'll just add in Nurkic and thing and just throw them in and mate.
The wild bull. You can't get a wild bull for free.
Anyway, I think he's done pretty good though.
Yeah.
I think end of the day, I didn't need Noah, and no one really wanted Noah. And you know what? Noah wasn't playing very good, but he's going to be a great asset. And I mean, it doesn't take much for him to not play good and have like a 10-block week.
Yeah.
And he's still getting 7 or 8 rebounds. So he's still a very usable player. He's just well below what his standards are because of Gasol probably and a bit of Rose who doesn't know how to pass.
Yeah.
But apart from that, he'll be a great asset. And I think...
I like it on your end though as well. I
give it away. CJ Miles is fucking playing pretty good. But either way, yeah, Nick... mine's a bit more long-term trade. Smaller pieces. I'm not too worried about it, mate. To be honest, I threw away Noah for not much when I didn't need Noah.
Yeah, but
I couldn't get much else for
it. You get threes from Gerald Green, you get points, and Nick Young could do anything if Kobe gets shut down, so I like it from your...
A punt field goal, if you guys don't notice, doesn't have to be Secret Service. Punt field goal, so I don't really care who shoots shit or what. So
it'll be interesting next time I play you, because I'm punting it heavily now. So.
Well, I'm the worst in the league, mate. And you beat me in field goal in the opening round.
Yeah, but I had some bigs and stuff.
Oh, yeah, but remember when you play me, all the random stuff happens. I think you shot 54% for the week. So that can happen. All right, mate.
Anyway.
I think we're going to standings next.
Yep. Standings and next week's matchups.
Okay, so we're going to go through this. We've gone through the standings, haven't we? So let's go through the matchups.
We'll talk about what the matchups are going to do for the standings coming into the future.
It's tough. But
look what that says.
Yeah, won by me.
Yeah, smooth negotiator. Successfully completed 5 trades. Sean Curry.
Matchup of the week I'll give to yourself, but I think there's very important matchups elsewhere.
Yep.
But yours is 4th versus 5th here, and if Nick wins this, he could be in the top 4 potentially. So this is the matchup of the week. Now, Keyboard Warrior.
He could be in top 3 if he.
Mate.
Who's Gav got?
I'm going with Nick.
I'm going with Nick too.
I just think it's really even. I think Nick's in form. You had a bad week.
He's got no injuries to speak of now. I've got DeRozan, Al Jefferson. I've got a 1-game week from Tim Hardaway Jr. And I have got Ingles, who I can't find anything on the waiver at the moment. It's dried up. It's dried up. Having said that, I've got a few good players with 4-game weeks, but he does as well. So,
all right.
Unfortunately, I'm going to have to say Nick, but anything can happen. My boys played putrid. They could end up blowing up this week. So
the next matchup is Architect Joel 2nd versus Death and Taxes Luke 8th. Now for Luke, this is a must-win game to stay within the top 6, which is quick becoming the top 7. Okay, so he's going to have to close the gap, just go down a little lower so I can see what the games back are. Yes, he's 4 games behind 7th, so he can't afford to get blown out here. But he has the personnel, Michael, to make a very big contest of this.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with... Whoa, this is tough because he needs to win. And Joel may be settling for the future. So
I'm going Luke.
I'm going to go Luke in an upset, which would be an upset still, mainly on the fact that Luke must win. And Joel can happily look, he's so many categories ahead of 3rd.
He's taken on Erson, the cancer.
He can hold people. He's a cancer, he's a matrix. I spoke to you about that. I spoke about it last week, don't rate him. But
is he going to hold him?
He can do whatever, Joel can do whatever he wants. He's 8 categories up from 3rd. So even if he lost 7-2, mate, he's not going to lose 7-2 either. But Luke must win. Next matchup, Gavin's 3rd versus Josh 12th. So Gav gets a week off here. can just kind of float around. But the fact that Gavin probably punts a few categories may hurt him. You may just give up assists, for instance.
Yeah.
Steph Curry might out assist Gavin, so you lose a category there. And he might just give up free throw, Gavin. So
At least he'll win rebounds.
yeah, Gav should get rebounds. He might get 350 this week.
Yeah.
No, but Gav should win probably 6-3, I guess, is a fair thing. Another rule I have is if someone Facebook messages me while I'm recording, I'll read the post.
Okay.
And Toby just said, what would you give for Sullinger? So, Toby, you're on the clock, mate. That's another rule I'm going to have, all right?
You don't have Sullinger.
Hey?
You don't have Sullinger.
No, and neither does he, so that means he's talking to Nelson, which is fine. And what would I give? So I actually would give you something for that. So that is actually quite an important post. We'll get to that later. Next matchup is Benno's Ballers 11th versus MacDaddy Records 6, myself. I'm worried about this matchup for some reason, just because our categories are kind of like opposite ends. I mean, I'm going to have 83s and he's going to have 10s. So there's a lot of stuff going on here where I'll be so superior in a category, but it won't matter. I mean, so I am worried about this matchup. I feel I should win 5-4. Because of that, I'm going to lose a few categories similar to Gavin. I'm too tailored. My suit's too tailored. The other problem is I'm worried because Rubio will come back this week. And Rondo will have a very big week as well. So it's going to be an unpredictable matchup for me.
Do you have many 4-game or 3-game weeks?
I haven't really looked at it, but I mean, I'm hoping to get Mello for a game and he has a 1-game week. So hopefully he suits up for that game and takes another week
Apparently
off.
he's limited to practice.
Yeah, I know. I don't know how, because he practiced the other day and he was fine when it comes to, 2 games for the game and he's limited. So how is he limited? Limited in what? He just needs surgery at the end of the year. His fucking knee's fine as far as playing on it. So
Need to go to a
Stoudemire's got a worse knee than
race.
Mello at the moment. But then Nick's a rabble. Why would you want to play?
Yeah.
Anyhow, I reckon 5-4 myself. Who you got?
I've got you winning either 5-4 or 6-3.
Yep. Downing's team 10th versus 1st. Nelson.
Can the upset happen?
No. No.
No?
No.
No.
Sorry, man, Downing, but yeah, Nelson's going to win this one. Fuck. Who you got?
Yeah, I've got Nell. I can't see Nelson slowing down.
Last matchup.
And the thing is, he's still he beat me, and he's got LeBron sitting. Like,
Yeah.
what's that going to happen when he hits LeBron back?
Yeah, if LeBron plays good.
Oh wow.
LeBron's bad, still fucking massive.
Yeah, well, he's been average compared to what he has been in previous seasons.
Yeah, but he's
and
average.
he's still in the top 5-10 players. So
Mother of Willow's 9th versus Fellowship 7th. Fellowship has to win, and I think he will. I think Willow had a really funny post saying that, how it's like to get fucked in the ass. Fellowship's got 7 players, he's got 0 today. So that's shit. That pisses me off. I hate that. It's just, there is a lot of luck in fantasy, and at the same time it balances out to some degree as well. But initially, just having 7 versus 0 is shit. I mean,
because you can have a team that's really good, but you're playing up against another team that's got all their good players playing at the same time. It cancels each other out. And you could be playing a lesser team that they've got all their guys playing, and you've got all your players having 2 or 3 game weeks.
I
So
don't like it.
it's all about, and I always look at that stuff like seeing what players, and if I later on in the season, if I need to make moves to. If I've got a couple of people with 2 game weeks or 3 game weeks in the playoffs, I'll be looking to trade.
Does that games played, total games played, injuries, or how many games you got a week factor? That just that massive spanner in the works. It makes fantasy basketball so unpredictable.
So is that it?
We're done.
A new product?
A new product's coming out. It's going to be interesting. I look forward to it. Hope you all enjoyed the spice, and we'll see you next week. We're done.
See you, boys.
See you, boys.